Hey, say no to what is merely pleasant. Hey, you weren't born in sweatshop slavery. You were born a free person, so your problem is really weird. You weren't born into prostitution slavery. You weren't born starving in the midst of a famine. You were freeborn and comfy, so your kind of difficulty is really weird and scary and hard to handle. You've got to reject the pleasant in order to get your hands on and grab onto what is essential constantly. And grabbing onto what is essential actually holds a sweetness. It holds a success. It holds a peace that is actually the most pleasant thing. The stuff of Jesus of Nazareth is truly aligned with your own personal afterlife. It is truly the teaching of the parallel realm of spirits around you. An uncountable number of spirits is throughout the cosmos. 1/3 of them have turned destructive. They are in you and around you, but the spirit of the designer of all the cosmos is placed into you through Yeshua, Jesus of Nazareth. He actually puts the essence of the top, strongest spirit, who is so far above the mere created spirits, that your most important declaration is, Spirit of God, fill me up. Holy Spirit of Jesus, the visitor, the supernatural one, Holy Spirit, fill me up and be the guide. And at the same time, go into the computer and find the Jesus of Nazareth stuff. And yeah, everywhere you go, it's going to be laced with people that are saying a bunch of right things, but they're actually walking in some wrong things. Don't be afraid of people's tones or styles. Cross style boundaries. Go towards the environments that you feel the most repulsed by, because sometimes there are nuggets of truth in the environment that you don't like that actually holds the keys to your success rather than failure. Reject the pleasant. Tell the people around you, I've got to reject the pleasant and I've got to embrace some essential things. I'm sorry I can't make it. I'm sorry I can't continue this. I'm sorry I can't be there. I'm sorry I need to cancel this. I was given an ultimatum, a kind of kind, beautiful ultimatum. If you're not spending an hour a day focused on communicating with the invisible, the highest spirit, and studying the things of Jesus of Nazareth and those peoples and the worship and that stuff and the awareness about spirits that are actually the enemy. People aren't the enemy. Look at a person that's full of trouble and get in your mind, oh my gosh, that person is just trapped. I want to love them. And even if you're supposed to set yourself apart from them, your communication with the highest, strongest spirit can be the greatest catalyst for their troubles going away. You have not been born into sweatshop slavery. You are not under the power of other people's lives. So you must put yourself under a self-control and move toward Jesus of Nazareth and Jesus of Nazareth's example constantly. Refuse the merely pleasant and the entertainments. Refuse them in a way that allows you to grasp and build the concept of fasting from entertainments, fasting from what is pleasant, fasting from meat, fasting from alcoholic beverage, fasting from what is pleasant in the sexual, even if you have a marriage bed that has a covenant and a vow around it. Remember, your words actually put a covenant around you and another person that becomes permanent. That's the reason, that's why it's valuable to have a declaration in the tribe, in the community. Your words engage spirits that can bring trouble or that can bring wholeness. Reject the pleasant and apprehend what is essential. I'm praying for you. May each and every one that comes near this piece have the ability to write a little letter to the friend and friends. Do an intervention for yourself. Write a letter to 3 friends and say, I have decided that I must set this aside, or I have decided that I must be doing this thing. So I need your support, or I need to let you know that I am not going to be available for this thing or that thing, or I must depart from a vow that I've made, or a thing that I've implied, and move on, and they will support you. You are not in sweatshop slavery. You have not been born into prostitution slavery. So you must fight to get yourself away from the danger of idleness and complacency and drifting in your life. You must apprehend what is essential and reject what is merely pleasant. Ben Jato to Sokoto no Kote Chikalamata.